Have you ever pulled up to a red light, looked to your left, and seen a truck so big and shiny it looks like it should come with its own security team? You know the one. Chrome everywhere, tires taller than your future, and a price tag that quietly whispers, yeah, this costs more than some people's houses. And then the thought hits you. How is the person driving that actually paying for it? Because statistically, they probably don't make that much more money than you do. Maybe they make the same. Maybe they make less. So, what's really going on here? How are regular people driving around in vehicles with payments that look like rent checks? I'm Leo, and welcome to Leo Invests. Here, I talk about personal finance, managing money the smart way, investing wisely, and building real financial freedom. If that sounds like something you want, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. Now, here's something that might surprise you. Most of the people driving these massive, expensive vehicles are not secretly rich. They're not sitting on trust funds. They're not crypto millionaires. They're teachers, nurses, mechanics, office workers, small business employees, regular people with regular incomes, and very irregular car payments. And the reason they can do this isn't because they found some secret money hack. It's because there's an entire system designed to make impossible payments look possible. Let's talk numbers, because this is where things get uncomfortable. The average new car payment in America is now over $700 a month. That's the average. For trucks and SUVs, it's extremely common to see payments of $900, $1,000, even $1,200 every single month. And no, that's not for luxury supercars. That's for normal vehicles parked outside normal houses. Think about that for a second. That's rent money. That's grocery money. That's investment money. That's your future turned into a car payment. And before you say, well, maybe people just make more money now, let me stop you right there. Wages have not gone up anywhere near fast enough to explain this, not even close. So how do people make it work? They don't actually afford it, they stretch for it. The first trick is longer and longer loan terms. There was a time when a car loan was 3 years, maybe 4 if you were really pushing it. Now, 6, 7, even 8 years is normal. Some lenders are even offering 10-year car loans, which honestly sounds like something from a financial horror movie. Here's why this works. When you stretch a loan out long enough, the monthly payment starts to look reasonable. That $60,000 truck might be $1,400 a month over 4 years, but over 8 years, now it's only $800 or $900. And that's the number people focus on, the monthly number, not the total cost. But that lower payment comes with a nasty trade-off. You don't just pay longer, you pay more, a lot more, thousands and thousands more in interest. And worse, you spend most of that loan upside down, meaning you owe more than the car is worth. So when life happens, and life always happens, you're stuck. That's how people get trapped. Then comes the second trick, the trade-in shuffle. Someone buys a car on a long loan. 3 or 4 years later, they want something new. Problem is, they still owe more than the car is worth. So the dealer rolls that leftover debt into the next loan. Now you're paying for a car you don't even own anymore. Do this a couple of times and suddenly your new car loan isn't just for the car. It's carrying the debt from cars you already got rid of. That's how people end up with huge payments and no idea why the math feels broken. It's not broken, it's working exactly the way it was designed. And then there's the psychology part. Cars aren't sold as transportation anymore. They're sold as identity. That truck isn't just a truck. It says you're successful, reliable, strong, like you've made it. That SUV isn't just for driving kids around, it's proof you're a good parent with your life together. So when someone signs up for a $900 or $1,100 payment, it doesn't feel like a money decision, it feels like a personal upgrade. And once your ego gets involved, logic usually walks out of the room. Now, let's talk about what people actually do to keep these payments alive. Some people rebuild their entire lives around their car. They move into smaller places. They delay moving out. They skip vacations. They stop eating out. They say no to experiences. all so they can say yes to a payment that eats up 25 to 30% of their take-home pay. Others pick up second jobs just to feed the machine. They deliver food, they work weekends, they use the truck to pay for the truck. That's not freedom. That's a very shiny form of financial captivity. Some people even dip into retirement accounts for down payments. Others use credit cards for repairs, gas, and insurance just to free up cash for the payment, which is like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. It works for a moment, and then it makes everything worse. And almost nobody does the full math, because if you actually run the numbers, it gets scary fast. Let's say someone buys a $55,000 truck with a 7-year loan. Their payment is about $800 a month. Over the life of the loan, they pay around $67,000. Add insurance at maybe $250 a month, add fuel at $300 to $400 a month, add maintenance and repairs over 7 years, which can easily hit 5 figures. All in, that person can easily spend over $120,000 just on transportation. And at the end of it, they own a vehicle that might be worth $15,000 if they're lucky. That's not transportation, that's wealth destruction, with cup holders and heated seats. Now here's the part nobody really wants to think about. If instead of putting $800 a month into a car payment, you invested that same money into a simple index fund earning around 8% a year, after 7 years you'd have tens of thousands of dollars. Real assets, real freedom, real options. But instead, most people choose a thing that looks successful and quietly keeps them broke. And here's the trap. Once you're in it, you start defending it. The car becomes part of your identity. So when someone suggests a cheaper car, it feels like an insult, like they're saying you don't deserve nice things. But real financial freedom isn't about what you drive. It's about what you own. It's about having options. It's about not being one missed paycheck away from stress. So, the next time you see a truck that costs more than your house, don't assume that person is winning. There's a good chance they're just really good at juggling payments. And if you're driving something reliable, paid off, and maybe a little boring, you might actually be the richest person at that red light. Because real wealth isn't about looking rich, it's about being free. And if this video helped you see money a little differently, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and join me here on Leo Invests. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care.